Hello, everyone, and welcome to this event on AI in the Arts at the University of Manchester. My name is Kostas Arvanitis. I'm a senior lecturer in museology at the Institute for Cultural Practices, and I'm also the lead for the Digital Futures Challenge on Digital Creativity and Culture. And I'd like also to introduce Peter Kane, who is the Communications and Engagement Coordinator for Digital Futures. And just before we kind of kick off, I'd like to remind everyone that this is being recorded, and the recording of the event will be available online in the next few days. So welcome again, and just a bit of context before we kick off. So as I mentioned, this is an event run by and with the Digital Futures, and Digital Futures is one of the university's research platforms. It is built around challenges and cross-cutting capabilities, societal challenges, focusing real-world activities that are economically and socially important and have the potential to be transformed by digital technology. Digital Futures looks at institutional challenges, which focus on the potential for digital technology to transform what we do here at the university and how we do it. And the cross-cutting capabilities is the third kind of strand of Digital Futures. And these are digital frameworks, technologies and methods that are important areas of research in their own rights and provide the underpinning for addressing the challenges that I mentioned before. So digital creativity and culture more broadly is one of those societal challenges that Digital Futures is looking at. And over the last kind of few months, we've been mapping key areas of research at the University of Manchester that are in the intersection of digital technologies and arts, culture, creatives, and kind of broader cultural and creative industries. And more recently, we've looked at the research that the university is doing around AI, machine learning, and arts and culture and languages. So this event, it kind of reflects this kind of latest work that we've done, this kind of latest mapping of the research internally. And I should say this is an internal event. Most of the people here, almost everybody, is a member of staff or student at the University of Manchester. And it's intended to kind of highlight this research and demonstrate what is possible to do with our own AI and machine learning. So what we're asking today in this event is, what is AI and how is it used in arts and humanities research at the University of Manchester? And to do that, we have invited a few people, researchers from the university, to present their research on this topic and to highlight some of the areas where the university is kind of developing research and knowledge in this area. This is by no means exhaustive. There are other people, more people in the university who do research on AI and the arts and culture. And hopefully next semester we will have another event which will focus more on languages as well. And we'll also focus on another kind of aspect of this, which is how people who are not doing currently research with our own AI can get involved or can develop their skills or develop collaborations with colleagues across the university around this particular area of technology and use of technology. So this event today, we won't have too much time to talk about any support that exists or any kind of cross-faculty, cross-school collaboration. If we do have time, you're very welcome to raise questions around that, and we can do our best to answer them. But as I said, next semester we will try to have we'll aim to have an event that is specifically designed around how one can get into this area of research within the university. So we have 6 speakers today, all from across different departments of the university, including the John Rylands Library. As I said, it's a taste of some of this of the sets, and we have two main themes for today. One is on hybrid human machine and immersive creativity and performance. And the second theme is on using AI to enhance research and access to collections, audiences, and cultural heritage. And as I said, in the future event, we will focus more on languages. And unfortunately, two sets of our speakers were not able to join us today due to unforeseen circumstances. And that is Jonathan Carlton, who is a PhD student in computing science, who was going to talk about modeling user engagement with interactive media. And also Dr. Anita Greenhill and Dr. Joe Ravitz, who were going to talk about growing the cultural CHAI, which stands for Collective Human Artificial Intelligence, in West Africa. We will invite our colleagues back in a future event to talk about their research. The structure of the event of our seminar today is we will start with Sofia Ananiadou, who is the Deputy Director of the Institute for Data Science and Artificial Intelligence. And Sofia will provide kind of a general overview of the different kinds of types of research that the university is doing on AI, more broadly than arts and culture. And we'll also kind of highlight any trends in this research more beyond the university as well. And just as a way to kind of to frame some of the, I suppose, kind of questions and research questions that might arise from the other presentations. And then we will, this will be followed by kind of quick fire 5 to 7 minute presentations from the rest of the speakers. What we'll do is we'll have all the presentations in one go, which will bring us to about kind of 4 o'clock, and then we'll have time for Q&A and discussion. Throughout this hour, if you have questions or observations or even ideas for anything, any relevant events in the future, please use the chat function to do that. Peter and I will kind of monitor the chat function when it comes to the discussion at the end of around 4 o'clock, and we will aim to finish by 4:30. And I think that's everything. And with no further delay, I'll hand over to Sofia.